is on the line now. It's the only place to find out. For the breakdown and the highlights, turning on the stadium bright lights. Everything you need to know at Sports Talk HQ. Welcome to the show. It's Sports Talk HQ. Sports Talk HQ.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into this story, man. The Cleveland Cavaliers lost last night against the New York Knicks. It was atrocious. It was pathetic to watch how the Cleveland Cavaliers are playing basketball right now. And the Cleveland Cavaliers look like hot garbage. James Harden looks like he is just uninterested in playing at a high level. Donovan Mitchell looks disgusted. His mannerism. There are so many things that I'm going to break down for you to understand that it takes effort if you want to win an NBA championship. An NBA championship is not going to fall into your hands. It takes effort. You have to want to play at a high level to win. It's just as simple as that. You have to want to play at a high level to win, especially in playoff time. You can expect for the opposing team just to shut down and just watch you beat them. But that's what we're looking at in real time when you watch the Cleveland Cavaliers play. I believe Cleveland is a better team than what we are seeing. They are down 3-0. This series is over. This series is over. There's no way in the world the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to come back from a 3-0 deficit. This is practice for the New York Knicks. This is not even a series. This is a disgrace to NBA basketball. This doesn't even feel like a playoff series. There is no type of physical play that is going on. It is a joke out here. It is a complete joke. And I'm going to tell you like this. Even if the New York Knicks win this series, which they are going to win this series, there is no way in the world that they're going to beat OKC or the San Antonio Spurs. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I do not see it at all that they're going to beat OKC or San Antonio Spurs. The New York Knicks will not beat them. I'm telling you right now, the Western Conference is going to win the NBA championship. OKC, San Antonio, the Knicks are not going to have a chance in hell to beat either one of those teams. This is a joke what we're seeing when they're playing against Cleveland. This is like a scrimmage game. This is a scrimmage series. This is not even real. This looks like make believe. This just looks like a practice tournament or a practice team. They're playing against a practice team. The Cleveland Cavaliers are not even playing the New York Knicks hard. The New York Knicks are able to get whatever they want, when they want, and how they want it. Simple as that. Listen to what Paul Pierce has to say about the New York Knicks. Listen to this. And let me know in the comment section, do you agree with what I'm saying, and do you agree what Paul Pierce is saying?
Especially Cleveland. But it doesn't even matter. Like when I tell you to, neither one of these teams have the ingredients to win a chip.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
No, listen. So in reality, and this is pure reality, like these two teams can't beat either of the two teams, whatever team comes out of the West. And I'll say this why.
I said
there's
that.
certain ingredients you have to win a championship, right? And I say this every year. You have to have an MVP candidate or a top 5 player, first team All NBA. Nobody is featured in that in the Eastern Conference.
Sure.
So, and if you want to debate what I'm saying, we can go look at all the champions over the last 30 years outside of maybe one or two, maybe that. I think they featured an MVP candidate or a guy who was first team All NBA.
Sure.
Every champion.
Mm-hmm.
New York has great players. I'm not down that. Cleveland has great players, but we're technically watching the JV part of the NBA run.
The reason I
said
disagree with
that.
that is because we would have said the exact same thing last year before Indiana got to the finals, and that just was not
they
the
couldn't
case.
win. And they couldn't win.
They couldn't. Their best player went down in Game 7.
There was no way they was going
like
to win a
4 minutes into
Tell
the
me
game.
if Fondos and producer Chris, who's one of the dopest producers in the game,
Yeah,
can look this up. That when it was the last time a player who was not first team All NBA won a championship. I'm not sure you can find a team. I'm not sure you can find a team that's won a championship without a first team All NBA player. And when we look at this Eastern Conference, the Pistons in 2004, 22 years ago.
Okay.
We're talking.
I hear you. Yeah. I'm just saying
Like,
we're
I
breaking
know this for a fact. No,
I'm
I
just
played
saying
in the
we're
league.
breaking precedents all the time. In
No,
this
we're
newer
not
NBA.
breaking 25 2 years. It's
In
not
this
breaking
newer
no precedents. 25 years is not breaking no precedents. Whatever you say.
And let me just put it to you like this, man. The Knicks will not beat OKC. Definitely they won't beat OKC. No. And I'm going to tell you just like this. The Knicks is not going to beat the Spurs. Let me tell you why. When you watch OKC and the Spurs, their players play defense. They hustle better than the New York Knicks. They play better defense than the New York Knicks. They have better offense and they play better as a team versus the New York Knicks. They're more physical than the New York Knicks. Let me tell you, man, Karl Anthony Towns will have a problem in guarding Victor Wembanyama. It would be a complete joke. There is nothing Cat would be able to do to stop Victor Wembanyama, but Victor Wembanyama will be able to stop Cat. So you just take Cat out of the equation right there. Who else the Knicks got? Jalen Brunson. I like Jalen Brunson. I believe he's tough. I believe he has that mentality. I believe he is a dog. But let me tell you something. With that size Jalen Brunson has, he's going to have a problem against the Spurs and OKC. He's going to have a problem getting his shot off because both of those teams play lockdown defense, especially on the perimeter. He's going to be tired, and it's going to have to take somebody else to be able to open up that court to be able to make things happen. The championship is going to go through the Western Conference, period. One of those Western Conference teams, whether it's going to be OKC or San Antonio Spurs, is going to win the NBA championship, period. I don't care what nobody else has to say about that. It's a joke. It's a joke. I mean, I don't know what you're high-fiving for or shaking hands for, the little slap on the hand. You got your ass beat. You got your ass beat. This is crazy. Let me tell you something. James Harden looks like hot garbage. He looks like he doesn't play any defense. It looked like he's going through the motion. You can tell Donovan Mitchell, he's frustrated. He doesn't even look the same. It's sad. It's sad. It's very sad to see that we having to watch this type of basketball in the NBA playoffs. It's like hot garbage. Donovan Mitchell. Look, I mean, listen, man. Listen. If you can't bring energy in the NBA playoffs, you need energy. You need hustle. And if you can't bring that in the NBA playoffs, or somebody has to force you or have to coach you up to be mentally and prepared to play, you already have lost. Not in this juncture of the season. You already have lost. There's nothing you can say. Yeah, this is done. My man said Spurs in 4. Hey, I don't disagree with you. This is a joke. I'm ready for them to put the nail in the coffin. I'm ready for them to put the nail in the coffin and get ready for the NBA Finals, because the Knicks going to the finals. There's no doubt about that in this point. Let's hear what this guy had to say.
Hey, gang, welcome to another Roto recap of a Cavaliers loss in the Eastern Conference Finals. This time it's Game 3 at home to the Knicks, 121-108. And what's so frustrating about this Cavaliers basketball team, as has been the case all season long, this was basically a do-or-die situation. No team in NBA history has come back from a 3-0 deficit, okay? They're already down 2-0. They're returning home where they have played well all postseason long. They've only lost one time, and you would think they would come out from the energy of the crowd and be tenacious and get after it. There'd be determination, urgency, desperation because they're down 2-0 and they can't get down 3-0. No, you didn't see any of that. The team that looked desperate was New York. The Knicks came out and took a 9-1 lead and forced Kenny Atkinson to call a timeout 2 minutes into the game. Should be the other way around.
Yeah.
And that's what's so frustrating with this basketball team. We've seen that too many times. They are consistently inconsistent. They consistently don't give the effort, play with the force, the aggressiveness needed for a full 4 quarters. You see spurts of it here and there, but no, not tonight. They come home and they're down 2-0 and they fall behind. And guess what? New York never trail. They never trail.
See, that's a determining factor. And let me add insult to injury, is that you're playing at home and you hear all these chants that the fans are saying New York Knicks. They're celebrating the New York Knicks like they already won the series. New York, New York, New York, New York. Come on, man. What? Man, you had to do a double take and said, man, are they playing in Cleveland? In Cleveland, and they're cheering for the Knicks. This is a joke.
At 5-0, 9-1. Cavs tied it up a couple of times, but never took the lead. And New York just kept their foot on the pedal. Give them credit. They shot the heck out of the basketball because the Cavs weren't playing any defense. 56% from the field for New York, 39 from three-point range, 89 at the free throw line. Forced the Cavaliers into 19 turnovers, 5 from Evan Mobley, 5 from Donovan Mitchell, 6 from James Harden. 6 turnovers, 5 assists from the old man Harden. Please, when this season comes to an end, don't re-sign him. Don't bring him back. I've seen enough. I don't need to see that anymore. I don't need to see it. They're down 3-0. Season could come to an end on Monday. We'll see if the Knicks can do to the Cavs what they did to the 76ers and sweep them. New York's won 10 straight playoff games. I'm sure they would like they'd like as much rest as possible to wait for San Antonio or Oklahoma City. So we'll see if they put the Cavs out of their misery, and then that opens up, the offseason to many questions for the Cavaliers, from the front office to the head coach to the players, who they keep, who they don't keep, what trades they might make, and dare I say, LeBron. Enough said there. It's a bad night in Cleveland when the most exciting thing to happen at a Cavs game is that Travis Kelce was there with his fiance, Taylor Swift. That was the most exciting part of the night for Cleveland.
I mean, we can go on and on, but as you can see here, Jalen Brunson is definitely the nucleus of this team of the New York Knicks. He definitely is the leader of this team. He definitely pushes them. He has the mentality. But let me say this again, make no mistake about it. As good as Jalen Brunson is, he's going to struggle. He's going to struggle. Let me say this again. He's going to struggle against OKC or the San Antonio Spurs. And I hope he appreciate the easy path that he has had in this series to do whatever he wants. There's nobody playing defense, physical defense on him. There's nobody contesting his shots. He's able to maneuver wherever he wants on the basketball court, and primarily he's just shooting open jump shots, open layups. But it's going to be a problem in the NBA Finals, because those easy looks that you have now in this series is not going to be easy at all against OKC or the San Antonio Spurs. But I'm looking forward to watching the game tonight with the San Antonio Spurs versus OKC. This is a must. Let me repeat. I said how important it was for Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs to win Game 3. That was a huge loss. If you wanted to put that pressure on OKC, that was a huge loss. Now you got the home court back. If you're OKC, this is a must win. Must win for the Spurs, man. They better win. They better win, or that series is over. Y'all let me know in the comment section, do you believe it's a must win for the San Antonio Spurs to win tonight? And how do you like the thoughts of just the energy from the Cleveland Cavaliers? They're going to have to break this team up, man. They're going to have to make some moves, because there are some major issues with some chemistry issues. Just from an energy perspective, nobody is playing together as a team. They're not even bringing just the basics, energy you need to be able to win in the playoffs. Y'all let me know if you agree with me or not in the comment section. Until next time, man, stay tuned to the next live stream.
Sports Talk HQ. Yeah, lock in the commentary. It's mandatory. New drip, ice on the chain, different story. Running this court, this ain't no exhibition. Smash that.